Konnichiwa, good afternoon, and as always, welcome to my new video. Like, you probably don't want to watch this video, so click it away. Just right now, click it away, forget about that. But no, seriously, I just wanted to make this video. Just because. The new year has come, Christmas has come, holidays are practically over, but not for me. What's left from the special occasions and special days are the gifts. Before filming this video, I asked you guys if you wanted to see something like that, like the gifts overview or the gift haul or something like that on my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. If you have one. And some of you agreed for me to film this, but at the same time I was feeling weird, like how am I going to film this, how it's going to look like, do I just show off all my gifts and say, well, how grateful am I for that? Actually, I decided to tell a little story about each gift I received. When you see what gifts the person received, you can understand what the person is. And I think this is something that recognizes the person, like the gifts he or she receives. Well, let's get it started right away. So for this new year especially, I got a bunch of gifts from my friends and family, and also I got some gifts from myself to myself because I love myself so much. Selfish, arrogant bitch. So let's start with the ones that someone gifted me, and then we will go to the ones I gifted myself. So my mom got me cool and nice mixer. This is a mixer part, and this is a blender part. The story of this gift is really like strange and weird because I wanted the blender for my New Year celebration like so bad because my previous one was broken and I couldn't do anything with. I couldn't mix anything, I couldn't, you know, blend anything or something like that. And then my boyfriend agreed to get me one, and I was like, oh, super cool and everything. My mother didn't know about that. Just a couple of days before the new year arrived, I just was talking to my mom, and somehow in conversation I mentioned that I am about to choose what blender do I want because Alexandra is getting me one. And she was like super silent about that, and the next second she said like, well, I was about to get you blender, and I was like, what the heck, like, oh my god, no way, I'm getting two blenders at the same time. And I texted Alexandra right away that I already have a blender, just like you do not have to get me one. My mom was super upset because she was like, oh my god, this was a surprise, and I was like, well, good thing you said about that because otherwise I would get, you know, two blenders and they would probably look the same. So talking about my boyfriend, he got me, you will never believe this, he got me a pan. Yikes! A pan! An actual pan! This is super good and super cool. You can cook without using oil or anything, which is really super important for me because I prefer not to roast things. This is what I told my boyfriend afterwards, after I told him that my mother is getting me a blender. I told him that the next thing I wanted after the blender, I wanted the real good pan, because my house doesn't have any kitchen equipment, like at all. It has a regular oven, it has microwave oven, maybe some old, real old stuff that's like 20, 50, 60 years old, but nothing else than that. And I'm like, it's also like really cool because you can add this one here, the holder, and this thing shows when it's heated well. And I haven't tested it just yet, but I think it's really cool. You know, you can kill with it, I think. It's really heavy and big, and you can use it as a weapon. So moving on to other gifts. My beloved precious wife, which is my best friend at the same time. You probably know her, I filmed like a couple of videos with her, and probably will be filming more, maybe even this month. She got me this one! This is a kitchen scales! Oh my god, I loved it so much. I didn't even know that I needed it. And then I cooked 2 times using the kitchen scales, and it was super comfortable. I'm so glad that I got this. And also she got me a matcha latte. I already like opened this up so it doesn't look this good. It's instant matcha though. But this is still good because, you know, well, I sometimes drink instant coffee, I sometimes drink instant chocolate and something like that. So we finish up with the kitchen equipment that everybody got me. And now moving on to the most, well, let's say, storyful ones. I was celebrating the new year with my boyfriend and his friends, and this was a little bit embarrassing story about me, about his friends, and about the gifts. From the first time I thought that, well, am I really supposed to get them something because I don't really know them, and you know, like, this is a whole group of people, and am I going to get the gift for each one of them? And also my boyfriend and I, we thought that they're not going to get us anything because they're low on budget and everything, and we understand this completely, and we were completely ready that they will come with no gift for us. He prepared gifts for his friends, but when it came to me, I was thinking that, well, do I really need to get them something because do they get me something because they don't know me as well? So, and I didn't want to get them something like, you know, meaningless or something like that, that they are about to, like, you know, throw away the next day. I thought like, well, maybe I could go without the gifts. Yeah, well, that was a bad idea indeed. They come to celebrate the new year, so to do the preparations and something like that, we were talking, chatting, and anything like that. Everything was completely fine, but afterwards some of them told something about the gifts, and they started chatting about that. I wasn't listening at all. Before someone said, oh yeah, I got the gift for her too, which meant that someone got the gift for me, and I was like, what did you just say? You got the gift for me? Really? Then, the next person, the person sitting next to him told him that, oh, I got the gift for her too. And I was like, no, stop, please stop doing that. You were just like embarrassing myself. What are you doing? I cooked a lot of food for them all, so a lot of cookies that I cooked, cheese crackers or something like that, so I could just somehow get this embarrassment off me because I felt so bad for that. So that is what they gifted me. One of them gifted me this fancy nice bag that I could take with me to the library or somewhere. The tablet fits it real, like, easy and everything. I was with the doggy in that. I'm really thankful for that. I was just like super thankful, and I looked at it and I was like, wow, really? Did you really get me a bag? This is so cool, thank you so much. But that wasn't all apparently. And the other person that was supposed to give me something, get me this thing. It was the cosmetic stuff from Yves Rocher, which was really super cool. It has like mandarin lemon cedar, the perfume here, relaxing hand cream with almond and orange blossom, also almond orange blossom shower gel, which was all packed in this nice thing. I cannot open it already because I put something in there, which is really comfortable because now I have somewhere to store my stuff in. Realizing that the people that you barely knew, they literally thought about you and they literally thought that this is a good idea to give you something. It got me so thankful and so grateful that I have such people to celebrate my new year with. So that was all of the gifts that I got from my friends and family. And now moving on to simple gifts I got to myself. So there ones hilarious ones, not because of what they are, but about their size. So look at that first. This is a mixing bowl. You can mix things in it apparently, but look at this size! I was stupid enough not to look up the size of this thing before getting it, and this is so big that you can actually wear it on your head like that. No, you can't. Yes, you can. No, you can't. But it's still good. I think it's still good. Another thing I got was the baking mold. Yeah, the baking mold, but look at the size again. The freaking size. Why am I so stupid not to look up the size before buying it? This is a family of my kitchen tools right now. Also, it opens up, which is a good thing. I had this one in my kitchen, but it was super old, and this thing was like looking like that. Also, I got my beloved self the measuring cup because my one got damaged, which is really cool. Again, nothing special, nothing super special about that. Another thing I got myself was the baking mat because I thought this was, you know, the cool thing for my kitchen. I don't know. It's not so convenient because it's really sleepy, and it also gets all the smell of the stuff you bake in there. So I once cooked the cheese crackers on that, and then afterwards it got me like 2 or 3 times to wash the smell away. So this was pretty much like the most reasonless thing that I got for myself. And the last thing I got, a really convenient one, I already tested. Yeah, okay. This is a knife sharpener. This is a story to tell, once again. I have a really unsharpened knives in my house because neither me, neither my mom knows how to sharpen them. I was super mad every time I was cooking something and my knife was just like, wasn't cutting anything at all, and then the whole stuff was ruined because of that. And then afterwards I saw this super cool thing in the internet which was called the knife sharpener. It's basically made for people who do not know how to sharpen their knives, so you can easily do that like that. So I learned how to do that like the first evening I used it, and also I cut myself my hand because I was too stupid to test it on myself. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for my gifts for my New Year's. You're probably wondering right now, how long am I going to continue doing videos, doing meaningless videos like that? Do not worry, I'll make this, the next video is going to be like something nice, something fun. Thank you so much for watching my video. Anyway, like, leave a like if you enjoyed it, leave a dislike if you think this was nah. Leave a comment if you want to say something about that. And also, if you have some opinion about what I'm doing, if you have some suggestions for me to do, maybe, if you have some ideas how to improve my channel or something like that, if you have at least something to tell me, write it on my Ask. It's called www.ask.fm/Genetic from Russia. And also, you can follow me on Twitter if you have one. It's called Aaron Curbs. And also, I would like you guys to tell me on my Ask account as well, or maybe in the comments down below, however you want. Do you have Instagram? I'm not going to ask you to subscribe to my Instagram because it's in Russian and you probably won't understand a lot of things in there, so just tell me, do you have Instagram or not? So I'm just curious, I'm just interested. So thank you so much for watching my video. Once again, like, dislike, subscribe, unsubscribe. Look forward to new videos to come because now I'm passing my exams, and in the times when I'm free from my exams I'm going to film a lot of videos, and probably it will be involving some of my friends and probably not, I don't know. See you and see you real soon. Bye!